Hi, today I'm here with your words of encouragement. When I started this journey of content creation over 12 months ago, I had no idea where it would take me to. But I thank God for the opportunity, because what you don't know is that for me, I consider this a second chance at life to get it right. Back in 2023 of December on Christmas Eve, I found myself in the ER and spent 4 days there with a life-threatening illness. I remember laying there for 4 days and talking with God and asking Him and talking with Him about all the things that I hadn't done, all the places that I hadn't gone. You know, my kids were in college. I hadn't experienced my first grandchild yet. I hadn't traveled like I had wanted. I was still in debt. I had all these thoughts running through my mind about all the things that I hadn't done. I thought about all the people that were important to me, and I had time to reflect over my life. I was a nurse who had became the patient. I thought about my quality of life. And I thought about the life that I wanted to create and the legacy that I wanted to leave behind. And I realized I didn't want to spend my life just doing a good thing, but I wanted to do a God thing. I stepped out on faith, and I left that hospital, and I decided to think more about my life and make food my medicine. The doctors had given me a report that I would be on medications for the rest of my life. But I thank God that He's a healer, and I was healed in 90 days, actually less than 90 days. I no longer needed those daily medications. My doctor took me off and said she could see no sign of the illness at all. Some people, like my husband, they call it a miracle. What I'd like to tell you is that I just believed. I believed in God, I believed in His word, and I believed that I was healed. Let me ask you a question. You may be sitting there with struggles of today. Maybe you're behind on your bills. Maybe you're struggling with your faith. Maybe you're struggling with anxiety. Maybe you're worried with fear, doubt, lack. Maybe you're praying for your kids. I don't know, whatever it is you're going through today, but I want you to know that God is concerned about you. I want you to know that He loves you. And that God is a God of second chances. And He's a God that He restores all things. As a matter of fact, He's done all things. I remember being wheeled out of that hospital in a wheelchair and saying that I was going to become a content creator and tell the world about what God had done for me. Not just this one time, but all the days of my life. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I was going to use my phone, literally, to spread the words of encouragement, equip people with the power and the word of God so that they can live out their divine purpose in this life. In doing so, I started out by posting words of encouragement and the praise break. If you're one of my many friends who have followed me over the past 12 months, I've shared so many intimate stories on here. I didn't even realize I had so many limiting beliefs within my own self. What I did know is I wanted to help others. And so I invested in a course that was laid on my spirit to do. I had no idea I was going to be walking away from a career of nursing after 14 years to learn something new. I had to learn to get the confidence, get the consistency. I had to learn how to post content. I had so many things that I'm still learning to this very day. But what I do know is when I left that hospital, I said yes. I said yes to God. And I said yes to whatever it is that He wants me to go forth and do. What I knew at the time spent in the hospital for 4 days, I had a lot of years behind me, and God was giving me an opportunity to decide and make a choice and a decision on how I wanted to spend the rest of my days and the rest of my years on this earth. And I wanted to spend it reflecting and representing Him and the Most High God, the God of gods, the God who restores, the God who delivers, the God who protects, the God who saves, the God of redemption. If you're on this live today and God has called you into the marketplace, I want to tell you that, listen, say yes. He's not going to send you out there without the tools you need and the resources. I thank God for my mentor who has given me the confidence and the boldness and the clarity and given me literally the blueprint on how to do this. I truly believe in education, and I truly believe that God will equip His people with the right tools and the right resources and the right people. And as I continue to learn and go forth, if you're one of those people who have been called into the marketplace and you don't know where to begin, and you're ready to say yes and to start serving God in this place using our phone and just Wi-Fi, put ready in the comments. I would love to share with you. You all be blessed. And I'm Chandra with Total Life Change Experience. And be encouraged.